Hey guys, this is Ralph Greenwood and welcome to part 1 of Conceal and Carry Weight Management. Now tonight we're going to start with the basic things. I've got 2 cars here. I'm going to show you how I do them. Before we get started, and you see my shirt I got here, okay? And people made videos about Steamtown, and I didn't really make a video per se, but I do want to mention something here. I cannot make it to Steamtown. It is logistically impossible. There is already a prior commitment that we've planned, and something that we've been planning for years to do. And also with doing that, we had to take time off from work, and we have that time approved, and I don't think we're going to get any other time this year, not long enough to do something like that. But anyway, it's just logistically impossible. Now, these things that I'm planning are only every 2 years, so I have another 2 years after this that possibly be a little bit more open. But I encourage you, if you can go to Steamtown, to go there. I did make a donation to Sparky, and you know, maybe if you can't go, maybe you could spare a little bit. Pitch a little bit in the pot, you know. Okay? On Sparky's live streams, you know, he has his live streams Wednesdays, 7 o'clock Eastern. So, you know, stop in, make a donation if you wish. I won't make it to Steamtown, but I know that Sparky will be making plenty of videos, and other people will be too, so I will be looking forward to that. So, and I will put the links. Okay, now Sparky has a sign up page, and I think he has another, he has a video about the dining car, the Erie Lackawanna dining car. I will put links to both of those videos, so you guys can look at those. All right, we're ready to start with Conceal and Carry. So, I have everything prepared here, so let's get started. All right. Now, both of these cars, I've got a box car here. I've got a gondola right here. Now, I've replaced the steel weights with brass. Okay? And I'm gonna and I want to show these. These are wheel weights sold by Harbor Freight. Let's see. These are items 67225. Okay. These are the stick-on wheel weights. Now, here's the thing about adding weights and using steel and materials that attract a magnet. Because, okay, these do respond to a magnet. Brass does not. Okay, there's steel, there's brass. Okay. Like when you go to the wrecking yard, when you sell your brass and copper, they'll take a magnet through it. Okay, but I will have a link to these at the Harbor Freight. Okay. Now, and I've got a little. Some people take these magnets, you put these magnets underneath your track, then you have this problem. This car here has a steel weight in it. So That's just showing you. Now this is not the actual magnet that they put underneath the track. But, and some of those magnets are actually longer than this magnet. And some guys, they'll get the HO magnet and put it underneath the N scale to get more power from it. But I thought I'd demonstrate that. Okay, this is why I'm putting brass on. Okay, now, this is a 40-foot boxcar. There was one steel weight in here. I took it out, and I've got it right around here. I had to cut 3 pieces of brass. Okay. This is brass. This is for K&S Metals. Okay. It's some of their brass strip. I believe it's .016. I don't have the thing here because I cleaned up. Okay. Now for this 40-foot boxcar, my doing the math and figuring everything up, I had 26.92 grams for a 3-inch 40-foot boxcar. Okay. Now I've got the trucks and the wheels and the bolster pins in there. I've got the, okay, wait. Let me turn on here. Boxcars are pretty simple because you've got plenty of room, okay? I will put these brass, see there's like a little indentation there. I can either use double stick tape, I would probably use double stick tape. You could use super glue, but I use double stick tape. That way I can take it apart fairly easy if I need to. Okay, we'll put these on here. Remember that my target weight was 26.92 grams. I have 26.4 here. That's good. That's good. And that's good enough for me, okay? And I'll put this all together. I'll show you guys a picture of it all together here in a little bit. Now, here's the fun part. The gondola. Okay. Now, this gondola, let's say that I'm going to run loads in it. Okay. All right. And let me take this out. See, this is a much, if you can see the difference here. This one here is a much thicker piece of brass. This one here is thinner. This one here I think is .016, and I think this is I don't know what they are. I know it's over 1/16 of an inch, maybe 1/16 of an inch it looks like. Okay. Here's what I did for if you're going to be using a load. Okay. You've got one that goes in here. I cut that to fit in there. Okay. And then the body. And we've got our trucks. Okay. And then that. Okay, I'm at 14.8 grams. It should be 26.92, but if I'm using a load, if I'm going to put a load in here, okay, that would be okay. You'd still be short. Okay. I have 14.8 grams. Now, and I'll show you how that fits. Now, this, notice how I put this other thicker piece on here. This is 27 grams even. Okay. This would be good. This would be, Okay. I'm going to put those there so I don't lose them. See, you would fit this. I did. I filed on this so I could get it to fit in there. Yeah, it ain't right. I don't have the right end. Now we'll try it. Okay. That's better. See? Set that brass down in there. I may still have to file on this some. Okay. You could probably just super glue that down. Okay. Use your putty. Sand it up. Paint it. Okay. Like if you wanted to have this car empty all the time. Okay, and this is one thing that Roy Hardwick brought up. You know, how do you conceal it if it is if you're not going to have a load on it? You might have an empty car that just stays empty all the time, or maybe it's a buffer. Maybe it's used as a buffer car. Okay, so that, or if I'm going to be carrying a load. Okay, now you might want another one of these. So you fit that down in there, or maybe you fit two of those in there. Then you can carry your weight. Put our trucks, our pins. Okay, we got 14.8. 14.8 grams. And this weighs 4 grams. So you could add another one if you had 14.8. That's going to take you to 18. That would get you closer. That way you would be 6, 7, you would be 8 grams off if you were going to add a load. Okay? Now, put this over there. All right, guys, we got everything put together. Everything's ready to roll. I'll probably still have to file some more on this little, this false bottom is what I call it. But this is for the gondola, target weight 26.92, 27. Now this is if this gondola is just going to be empty all the time and you're not going to have a load in it. Maybe you're using it for a buffer car. Okay. Now if I can. Shut that off. Okay. Now this is for the gondola. This is where I have the weight in there. That is for when I'm adding a load. And this little piece of brass here, I think this was about 4 grams. Okay. Make sure we got it's all put back together. Okay. I've got 14.8 grams. If I added 2 more of those, it still wouldn't be as thick as this one here. But that would add another 8 grams. Okay. that would put you at 22 grams, which you'd only be 4 grams away from your recommended weight of 26.92 grams. So that would be for this thinner piece. This thinner false bottom would be for adding a weight. The thicker false bottom would be if you're just going to leave this without a load. Okay? Now, this is K&S 8247. This is 0.064 by 3/4 inch wide brass strip. This is what I cut the thick piece. This piece right here. Okay. And I had to cut and file this down. I cut part of it off with the Dremel tool and then filed it down. Okay. This piece right here, this is K&S number 5078. This is 1/4 at 1/2. Okay. Oh, 0.032. This is 0.032 thick. Okay. Part number 5078. Okay, and then this, it's that piece of brass there. This is stock number 5252 K&S 0.015 by 4 by 10 brass sheet. Okay. This stuff here is thin. And let me tell you, if you use a Dremel tool, be very careful with it. You want to have this clamped. You want where you're going to cut to be as close to your vise as possible. Okay, and if you have to file on the end of this, make sure it's supported almost all the way to the edge, because if not, your file will get stuck on it and it'll bend. And be careful, because see, you can see this piece here is pretty sharp. I'm not going to handle it too much. I thought you guys show you that. Okay. We're all set. That is it. Oh yeah. And this double stick tape, and tell you guys the truth, I can't remember where I got it. I'm thinking I got it at Big Lots, but I know Harbor Freight has some, and Harbor Freight has it. I know you could definitely find it at Home Depot or Hobby Lobby or maybe even Michael's. Okay, so we're all done. I'm going to close. Okay. Hey guys. Hey, we're all done. So hey, you guys have a great evening. If you have any questions or anything, post them. I'm all open, okay? So, and I'll have links to all these things. If I mention a link, it's in there. So, see you guys later. Have a great night. Goodbye.